Gotmark76 this week. I am your host, Gotmark76. History was made last week at Night 2 of the Great American Bash when we crowned the first ever Wrestling Legends Alliance champions. The Hollywood Blondes are the first Wrestling Legends Alliance Tag Team Champions. They defeated the Road Warriors in a ladder match. Stan Hansen is the first Wrestling Legends Alliance Silver Champion. He outlasted Lex Luger and Bam Bam Bigelow in a 2 out of 3 falls triple threat match. And our new Wrestling Legends Alliance World Heavyweight Champion is the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. He defeated Ravishing Rick Rude and Barry Windham in a 2 out of 3 falls triple threat match. We are beginning the road to SummerSlam here tonight, and that's over a month away. So some special matches taking place tonight. We will see an inclusion 6-man tag team match when the Iron Sheik, Harley Race, and superstar Billy Graham take on Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the Ultimate Warrior, and the Junkyard Dog. The winning team will be included in the Wrestling Legends Alliance. We will also see Arn Anderson go one-on-one with one half of the Rockers, Shawn Michaels. The winner of this match will have their team face off against the Midnight Express for an opportunity at the World Tag Team Championship. Today's show will also see Lex Luger battle Sid Vicious. And our main event will see Barry Windham take on Magnum TA. We're also going to hear from Cactus Jack, but we're going to begin today's show with the inclusion 6-man tag. Hello and welcome to the opening match here on Gotmark76 this week. We are hitting the old Techwood Drive Studios in the NWA for this inclusion match. As the Junkyard Dog, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Ultimate Warrior take on superstar Billy Graham, the Iron Sheik, and the King Harley Race. I am in the Philadelphia studios. And this match is being recorded on 4th of July, so you may hear some fireworks in the background. It's not nighttime. In Philadelphia, we do fireworks at 4 p.m. So the winners of this match will be included in the Wrestling Legends Alliance going forward. And of course, we have a great show lined up for you today. Our main event will see Barry Windham, the former World Wrestling Federation champion, take on the man he defeated for that title, Magnum TA. Of course, Barry Windham came up on the short end last week in that triple threat 2 out of 3 falls match. Dusty Rhodes, the new and first ever Wrestling Legends Alliance World Champion. If one of these men ever hope to become the Wrestling Legends Alliance champion, they're going to have to make it into the promotion. And the winners of this match will do just that. As superstar Billy Graham working the leg of the Ultimate Warrior in the ring, Harley Race and Hacksaw Duggan going at it. They're now in the ring, while the Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Duggan the Iron Sheik and Junkyard Dog battle on the outside by the Techwood Drive studio. The old World Championship Wrestling display. Our inclusion matches will take place in various arenas throughout the world. So look forward to seeing some of those in the upcoming weeks as today begins the road to SummerSlam. Coming your way on the Gotmark76 channel Monday night, August 28th. All 6 men now on the outside as Harley Race with a pile driver. On the Ultimate Warrior, that's concrete floor, folks. Here in the Techwood Drive Studios, home of World Championship Wrestling in the 80s. There was nothing better as a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid watching the superstars of the National Wrestling Alliance every Saturday night at 6:05 p.m. on the Superstation. In this arena, part of the 2K23 creation mode, a modded arena, mind you, but brings that to as close as reality as we can get it. Thanks, of course, to Deli316 for the NWA ring apron logo. I switched out the logo that was provided in the download, and it looks amazing, if I do say so myself. So great work by the creators. I think this was My Lasso Arena created this. I will have to do a quick shout out is Harley Race with a pinfall, and a kick out by Hacksaw Duggan. I'm going to have to find the creators of this arena and give them a quick prop on the channel. As Race and Duggan in the ring, and the other four competitors battling it out, Superstar Graham and Junkyard Dog going at it. There's an interesting matchup as the Ultimate Warrior clotheslines the Iron Sheik. Fireworks going off everywhere here. It's 4 o'clock p.m. on 4th of July here in Philadelphia as Duggan nails a clothesline, hits Harley Race 1, 2, and 3! And Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the Ultimate Warrior, and the Junkyard Dog are part of the Wrestling Legends Alliance going forward. Fans will be back with Arn Anderson versus Shawn Michaels in a match to determine who will face the Midnight Express for an opportunity at the Hollywood Blondes. We'll be right back. And there's the bell, away we go. Arn Anderson and Shawn Michaels one-on-one match. Trying to shift things around here in the universe mode as Anderson goes for a cover. This match might be over now. Kick out at 1 by Shawn. Trying to spicing things up a little bit here. We are having a one-on-one match. The winner of this match, their respective team, will face off against the Midnight Express in 2 weeks. And the winner of that match will challenge the Hollywood Blondes for the Wrestling Legends Alliance World Tag Team Championship at SummerSlam. So trying something a little bit different. Of course, all the wrestlers that you see on the program have been drafted on the Wrestling Legends Alliance. There will be some inclusion matches. We saw one earlier tonight. A huge victory on the part of the Ultimate Warrior, Hacksaw Duggan, and the Junkyard Dog as Shawn Michaels with a pinfall attempt, Anderson kicking out at 1. So the roster is rounding out as Anderson thrown over the top rope and to the floor. I don't know what would happen if this match ended in a double countout. I haven't thought that far in advance. We shall see what Arn Anderson and Shawn Michaels are able to do here. As Anderson throws Michaels back into the ring, and I may not have to worry about that for right now. After this match, we are going to hear from Cactus Jack. Something I'm going to be doing a little bit more in the future is going back to a good old school promo as a nice maneuver by Shawn Michaels. A drop kick off the ropes nails Arn Anderson. And now Michaels dragging Anderson to the ropes. Throws Anderson into the ropes, misses a back body drop. And Anderson capitalizing. I think it's important to hear from the wrestlers as they decide to communicate with us what their plans are in the Wrestling Legends Alliance. And we're going to hear first from Cactus Jack. I can't think of anybody that I'd like to hear from more than Cactus Jack. As Shawn Michaels goes for the cover on Anderson 1 and the kick out at 1 by the Enforcer. I found it quite interesting that Cactus Jack and Jake the Snake Roberts were drafted to the Wrestling Legends Alliance roster, but not as a tag team, rather individually. Now, they are both members of Devastation Incorporated, so they are members of Devastation Incorporated. There's nothing going on that I'm aware of, at least. But I found it odd that they were one-on-one versus a tag team. They are former World Tag Team Champions here on my channel and in the 2K universe. As Shawn Michaels climbing the top rope, Anderson in trouble, and Michaels flies in an elbow drop from the top rope, connects. He hooks a leg. Will the Rockers face the Blondes? 2, and a kick out at 2 by Double A. That was close. And now the action spilled to the floor. Michaels showboating, but he hasn't won anything yet. Anderson getting back up to his feet. And a big right hand by Michaels takes down Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, a member of the Four Horsemen. We are going to see his stablemate Barry Windham in our main event tonight against Magnum TA. Those two men, no strangers to each other here in the Wrestling Legends Alliance. It was Barry Windham who defeated Magnum TA for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Magnum TA, a fighting champion here. He held that world title for several months. And I'll tell you what, it's a little bit of a travesty, if you ask me, that Magnum TA did not have an opportunity to compete for the Wrestling Legends Alliance Championship. But to be fair, the 3 participants in that match, Dusty Rhodes the winner, Ravishing Rick Rude, and Barry Windham, all won the title at night 1 of the Clash of the Champions. So those 3 champions facing off against each other only had a week to celebrate as being World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, only Dusty Rhodes left that match with gold. As Michaels with a DDT on the floor, down goes Double A. Oh, this match is getting a little out of hand. And a belly-to-belly suplex on the concrete. Anderson with a little bit of payback, making up for that DDT by Shawn Michaels on the floor. And now Anderson throwing Michaels into the guardrail. Kick to the midsection. Another DDT by Michaels takes down Arn Anderson. Man, they're battling out on the floor. They might get double counted out here. It's going up to 8 right now. And a suplex down to the floor. 8. They need to be careful. Anderson slides back into the ring. He may take a count out victory. No, he does not. He breaks the count and goes after Shawn Michaels to inflict more punishment. But that also resets the count. And if Anderson ends up losing this match, that may have been a big mistake. We'll find out, as a belly-to-back suplex by Michaels on Anderson, and the Rocker is in control at this moment. A knee to the head by Shawn Michaels, and Arn Anderson is in trouble. And a knee to the back by Michaels, hooks the leg. Is this enough to put away Arn Anderson? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Arn Anderson. Oh, and Michaels setting him up. Could it be? That super kick, that sweet chin music. He lines up and nails Anderson. Hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Anderson. Wow, I'm shocked that Arn Anderson kicked out of that. Shawn Michaels has put away many superstars with that maneuver. But he is staying on top of Anderson with an inverted atomic drop, and Anderson goes down to the mat. Knee to the back. The damage may have been done from those inverted atomic drops. Anderson slowly getting back to his feet. Shoves Michaels away. And now Anderson going for the DDT and spikes him down. This could be all. Anderson hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2, and 3. Arn Anderson has won! But did my eyes deceive me? Did Shawn Michaels grab that bottom rope? There's sportsmanship in the ring as Shawn Michaels shakes the hand of Arn Anderson, but Shawn Michaels grabbed that bottom rope. The referee counted 3. Fans, we need to stay tuned to this situation. We'll be back, and we'll hear from Cactus Jack next. Don't go away. So Cactus Jack vowing to win the World Tag Team Championships for Skandar Akbar and Devastation Incorporated. And fans, I've been told by the decision makers in the back, aka me, that there will be a rematch between Shawn Michaels and Arn Anderson to determine who will face the Midnight Express for an opportunity at the Hollywood Blondes. So stay tuned for more information. As Lex Luger now working the back of Sid Vicious. Lex Luger came up on the short end in that unification match to determine the first ever silver champion. In fact, Lex Luger was the only wrestler in that match between Bam Bam Bigelow and Stan Hansen who did not record a victory. So it's interesting to see what the future will hold for the total package as Sid Vicious pounds him down to the outside. They are now fighting on the arena floor. Sid Vicious has Luger, setting him up with a front face lock, picks him up for a suplex. Luger able to reverse out, and a bulldog ramming the head of Sid Vicious down to the mat. And a neck breaker on the floor. So maybe a little bit of a mean streak on the part of Lex Luger after failing to record a victory in that match last week. But Sid now draping Luger across the guardrail, boot to the head, and down goes Luger. Nicely done by Sid Vicious. And Vicious throws Luger back into the ring. It might be all over. Luger somehow getting back to a knee. And a kick to the midsection by the total package. Right hand. Another kick and a DDT by Luger. Hooks the leg. Vicious is in trouble. 1 and a kick out of 1 by Sid Vicious. Luger has Vicious up in the Gorilla Press Slam. And down to the mat goes Sid Vicious. Luger now goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. No, a kick out at 2 by Sid Vicious. Luger now climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? He leaps in a big splash off the top. Sid is in trouble. That made... No, Luger does not go for the pin. Instead, he's going for the torture rack. He has Sid Vicious up in the torture rack. Can Sid escape the torture rack? And he does. He uses his long legs to clip that top rope, and that breaks a maneuver, but Luger goes for the pinfall anyway, too, and a kick out at 2 by Sid. And Luger can't believe it. I mean, here's a guy who had Sid Vicious up in the torture rack. Sid Vicious using his big frame to get to the ropes to break the maneuver, and then kicks out at 2 when Luger goes for the pinfall. I'd be beside myself too if I was Lex Luger. Now both men fighting out on the floor. Sid has Luger up on his shoulders, and Snake Eyes on the edge of the ring. Wow. Sid now. A big clothesline takes down Luger, another one. And why stop there? 3 times the charm. And Lex Luger in trouble. But fighting his way out. Sid throws Luger back into the ring. And an elbow by Luger. And now Luger firing away on the offense, has Sid up for a suplex. Look at the strength of the total package as he has Big Sid Vicious up in a suplex. And down to the mat. Luger hooks the leg, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Sid. Luger missing with a clothesline, but does not miss with another torture rack attempt. Sid made it to the ropes the first time. Can he make it to the ropes again? Sid in the torture rack. And he does. He makes it to the ropes again. That's twice now that Sid has broken up the torture rack by making it to the ropes. And now Luger climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? Another. That was a headbutt. Hooks the leg of Vicious. 1, 2, and 3. And Luger said, if I can't make you submit, I'm going to pin you. And he does just that. Your winner, the total package Lex Luger. Fans, our main event is next as Barry Windham takes on Magnum TA. Don't go away. And this match now taking place, both men former champions. In fact, both men, as recently as 2 weeks ago, or within the last 2 weeks, I should say, were champions. And a faceplant DDT by Windham, and this match may be over. Does not go for the cover, but does go for a sleeper hold. And Windham using that bottom rope for leverage, but Magnum able to escape anyway. And these two men know each other so well. It was Barry Windham who defeated Magnum TA for the World Wrestling Federation Championship at Night 1 of the Great American Bash, and a running DDT plants Magnum again. And that ended the several-month reign of Magnum TA as World Heavyweight Champion. But much like Barry Windham's AWA World Title reign of earlier this year, it only lasted a very short time. He was champion for a week, and he lost that match last week against Rick Rude and the eventual winner of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. But both men have to be considered to be top of the contender list for that championship held by Dusty Rhodes. And quite frankly, I think a match between Magnum TA and Dusty Rhodes would be very intriguing, but that's just my opinion. As Windham goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Magnum. We know that Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA are very good friends, but there's only one World Heavyweight Champion, and that is currently the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, so all eyes are on him and that championship. And I can guarantee you that whether he admits it or not, Magnum TA would love a shot at that title. As Windham has Magnum up in a suplex. Magnum gets out and sweeps the leg of Barry Windham. Nicely done on the part of Magnum TA. Ooh, and a big right hand by Windham busts open. Magnum TA's in trouble. He got busted open. I think he got busted open above his right eye or below his right eye. Oh yeah, look at that. He's gushing, but I think that woke up Magnum with a series of right hands. Has Windham into the ropes. Misses with an elbow, but does not miss the second time and takes Windham down. Windham rolls to the outside. Magnum climbed the top rope and misses with an axe handle, and that might be the opening that Windham needs. And Windham firing away with a series of right hands and lefts drops Magnum to the mat. The referee has begun to count. He's up to 3. We saw Arn Anderson victorious earlier tonight. Even though that match clouded in a little bit of controversy as Michaels grabbed the bottom rope, the referee counted anyway. I mean, it was blatant. But I'm okay with the referees making mistakes. It makes my channel more interesting. Magnum misses with a clothesline. Back body drop by Barry Windham takes Magnum TA up and over. And a spine buster down to the mat. Windham in control. Has Magnum right where he wants him. Picks him up. Kick to the midsection. Could it be that face plant DDT? But no, Magnum had it well scouted. Again, these two men know each other so well. And now Magnum going for a pile driver. And spikes Windham down to the mat. That could be all. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2. And a kick out of 2 by Windham. Magnum says, that's it. I've had enough. And he is looking to put away Barry Windham and get a measure of revenge while he's at it. There are no championships on the line, but Magnum TA could get that victory back as he climbs the top rope. Has Windham in his sights and nails the elbow off the top rope. Hooks the leg. Referee counts 1 and a kick out of 1 by Barry Windham. What is he, Kenny Omega? And now both men roll to the outside floor. And now they're battling it out again. Magnum suplex on the concrete. Windham in trouble. And Magnum can feel it. He howls to the fans again. Oh, and a big lariat by Windham nearly takes the head of Magnum TA clear off his shoulders. Windham throws Magnum back into the ring. This match could be over. But Windham does not follow up. Instead, Magnum goes out to Windham, and the referee has begun a fresh count. As Magnum setting up Windham for a suplex on the floor and nails it. Down goes Windham. A back and forth match here in our main event. We thank you so much for watching here. As Magnum throws Windham back into the ring. He's setting up Windham. Could it be the belly-to-belly suplex? He picks up Windham. He has him and nails it. Hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Windham. Oh, he had that well scouted. And now Windham trying to fight back into a spine buster, though. Magnum had him well scouted. He's going to set him up again. Windham fell right into another belly-to-belly suplex. TA hooks the legs. 1, 2, and 3. And while there were no titles on the line, Magnum TA has to take a little bit of comfort in getting that victory back over Barry Windham.
Magnum TA.
Fans, we thank you so much for joining us on this new edition of the Wrestling Legends Alliance. The draft is in order, and things are moving towards SummerSlam. Next week, our big main event will see Dr. Death Steve Williams take on Hulk Hogan. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.